In an effort to help keep more pets in our community safe, the Glendale Police Department has launched a life-saving program that they need your help with. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. Now we want to start the morning off with some news about some very exciting adoptions. First off, we have adorable Ferdinand, who was on last week's show and found his forever home over the weekend. We are continually amazed by the love our Pets on Parade viewers have for our pets. And next is viral sensation Rainbow Bright, who even has a little sibling now to play with and never has to worry about being left out in the heat again. And last is long-timer Bonnie, a senior pup who had been in and out of our shelter for much too long. We absolutely love seeing all of these pups finding forever homes and hope that this trend continues. Thank you to their new families for giving them the second chance that they deserve. And does anyone remember the viral video of the two toddlers with "Charlie bit my finger"? Well, this toothing Charlie will hopefully have lots of toys to chew on so his future adopters don't have to worry about that. Right, Denise?
Yes, this is Charlie, and despite the blue bandana and leash, Charlie is a girl. And she is 11 weeks old, so she is right in the middle of her puppy teething phase. So she is going to benefit from some heavy-duty chew toys like Kongs. Thanks so much to a generous donor who is matching all gifts up to $50,000. To make your donation, visit our website at azhumane.org/match, and your gift will be doubled. The Arizona Humane Society receives absolutely no government funding, so we rely solely on donations for all of our life-saving programs. And one of our coolest programs is our Parvo Ward, where we save pets like Peach, who I think you saw a picture of her on your screen. Charlie spent time in a foster home when he got to the Arizona Humane Society because he was much too small to go up for adoption. His foster family says that she is very sweet and social, and I can attest to that because here in the studio, she was held by about 8 people and she just melted into their arms. Everybody has loved her in the studio, and I think she might find a home here today. But if not, come down to our shelter and get 11-week-old Charlie.
Oh my goodness, you know what? If she even makes it down to the shelter, everyone has absolutely fallen in love. Melissa has already said that she's gonna put her in her purse, so we'll see if she makes it. Thank you so much for that, Denise. And before we meet the first kitty of today's litter, let's take a look at just how tiny she was just a month ago, along with her litter. Who is this gorgeous girl, Bree?
Sweet little Blue, and you'll be able to tell with the beautiful color of her eyes, came to us with her siblings, which you'll meet later on in the show. And they were in rough shape. They were orphaned. They had fleas. They needed to put on weight. They were malnourished. And now they're happy, healthy, and flea-free, which is always a great thing, ready to go to her forever home. She is absolutely wonderful. Her foster mom took care of her, giving her bottles and getting her all up to snuff to be adopted. She's wiggly here, but her foster mom says she's very inquisitive and definitely likes to snuggle after she's had some playtime. So definitely a real sweetheart. Something that her foster mom did was feed her and take really good care of her. And that's something that we're asking volunteers to do. And we give you all the supplies you need, all the training you need, but we have all these bottle babies. We have over 100 right now at the shelter. Look how tiny they are. And they just need your help because they don't have a mama to take care of them. So if you're able to do that, definitely reach out to us, azhumane.org/volunteer, and you can get more information on that.
Absolutely, and we always need bottle baby fosters, and don't you worry, we provide all the training that you need to be able to care for those sweet little love bugs. Thank you for that reminder, Bree. And we want to give a huge thank you to Day and Night Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing, a local company that is passionate about giving back to the community. They generously donated a brand new air conditioning unit valued at $18,415 to our South Mountain campus. This is the 14th unit and 9th consecutive year that Day and Night has donated to AHS, totaling almost $200,000. This new unit will help keep adoptable dogs at our South Mountain campus cool and safe this summer, as well as ensure the shelter has access to all of its kennels to continue saving more sick, injured, and abused pets. We're so grateful to this amazing company and hope you consider them for your heating, plumbing, and cooling needs in the future. And we absolutely love our critter friends. And if anyone is a fan of superheroes, and I think they're gonna love Flash here, please tell us about this handsome Bun Bun, ladies.
Well, Flash is probably a really good name because have you ever seen bunnies do zoomies? It is a crack up. They chase balls. They have so much fun in your home. And he was brought in with his siblings and mom. They were strays. So usually what that means, somebody had a litter of kits and they didn't want to take care of them anymore and they dumped them off in a park or someone's yard. And we cannot stress enough that domestic animals, these rabbits, cannot live on their own. They can't forage for food. You have to keep them in a home environment, and they're wonderful pets to have. So I don't know why somebody would do that. But look at that. The little boy, he is so cute. His markings are beautiful. He's got a great disposition. He's very petite. He's 7 months old right now. And rabbits, they need special care, so they need Timothy hay. They can't produce their own vitamin C, so they need fortified pellets, a flat bottom cage. Timothy hay is also, with the Carefresh, can be the bottom of the cage, and they munch on it all day long. But they definitely need to have some time out of their cage, at least 2 to 3 hours a day, and just bunny-proof your room and make it where you can cover up the wires and anything that maybe wood blinds, things like that. But their teeth constantly grow, so they need to have chew toys that are like blocks of wood, things like that, that don't have any paint on them. So they're a great pet to have, and I think someone needs to come down and check out Flash.
If you don't remember all of what Janine just shared with you, you can always go to any one of our locations to speak with one of our specialists who will help you with any resources that you need and remind you of all of that information. And also remember that the Arizona Humane Society has 100% adoption guarantee. So whether you have an animal for 1 day or 10 years, if something doesn't work out and you adopted them from us, you can bring them back and we will help them find a forever home. For more information, you can visit azhumane.org/adopt.
Absolutely. That is a great reminder that if you ever adopt from the Arizona Humane Society, we would much rather have them back with us rather than you trying to find, different solutions that might not be the best. So thank you so much for that, ladies. And we like keeping you guys on your toes here at Pets on Parade, so we have not just one Charlie, but two. And this one looks a little bit different than the last Charlie of the show, Lisa.
Yes, this is also Charlie, a litter mate of the first kitten that Bree had up here. And despite his beautiful blue eyes and white coat, he is a boy. So this is Charlie the boy. He is going to be a flame point. You can see the tips of his ears and his little tail have little tinges of orange. So he is going to be a flame point as he gets bigger. So their wonderful foster took such wonderful care of them. As you can see, he is so clean and playful, a little bit nervous here today, but he is a cuddler, likes to cuddle. And these guys grew up big and strong because they started out tiny and now they are happy, healthy, and no more respiratory disease. Now, I will say we have to thank probably all of our viewers for this, but Arizona Humane Society hit 100,000 followers thanks to our wonderful social media team. And we have, it's really not hard to follow our pages, but look at all those cute faces. And 100,000 to share our wonderful messages. And so it is great. If anybody out there doesn't already follow us, please click follow, like all of our Facebook and Instagram pages. It does help us network these guys. You never know, by clicking like, you are helping us get out to somebody who may see adorable little Charlie here that's been waiting for a white, blue-eyed kitten. So please like and share our posts, and thanks to all the hard work for our social media teams to get us up to 100,000 followers.
Oh my goodness, they're absolutely amazing. Shout out to Sam and Joe for that huge milestone. We're so proud of them, and we're so thankful, like you said, to our whole community. Thank you for that, Lisa. And don't change that channel. Our friends at the Glendale Police Department have a wonderful way you can help keep more pets safe throughout the summer. We'll tell you all about that here after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now joining us today is Caitlin Pence from the Glendale Police Department to talk about a wonderful program to help even more pets in our community. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for having us.
Now before we get into this wonderful pet paw relief program, can you tell us a little bit about your role with the Glendale Police?
Of course. So my role is going to be police crime prevention specialist. What that means is that my squad and I work with the unhoused community and their pets daily. We go out there and providing not only enforcement, but just as importantly, resources for not only them and their pets, just to kind of help them out because it's already a struggle enough for them out there.
Well, we're so thankful for everything that the Glendale Police Department does for our community and especially for our furry friends. Now, you mentioned giving resources to the unhoused community.
Yes.
And that's exactly what this program does. Can you please tell our viewers a little bit more about that?
Of course. So we're starting an initiative called Paw Heat Relief. What this is we're going to be providing pet protective gear, such as booties like we see in front of us, for little furry friends like this out there on the streets with those that are the unhoused individuals. What this is going to do is going to kind of help protect them during these hot summer months while they're walking on those hot pavements. During our times out on the field, and many of you that drive throughout the valley, you've probably seen the pets that they have with them. And during my time, I've seen quite a few pets trying to escape the heat, running towards the shade, trying to limp and run away because their paws are burning on that hot asphalt. So what our goal is with this initiative is to get out there and provide some resources like these booties to the dogs so that they have a little bit more comfort themselves during these hot summer months.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of times people don't realize that members of the unhoused community are oftentimes taking better care of their pets than they are themselves. So this is definitely going to be a wonderful resource for them. What has the response been from people who have already been helped by this program?
Well, first I just want to say thank you so much for having us. This is way more than I expected for this program to take off for, but the community in a whole has opened their arms to us and provided so many donations so far, as well as many members of the Glendale Police Department that I work with have donated, friends, family, and I just can't tell you how heartwarming it is for me to have so many people back us on this project and also care so deeply about something that's a passion project of mine as well.
I have to say, when I first heard about this program, I was so happy that you guys are doing it. It is definitely a huge need in our community, and it's something that's going to be able to help just not only the pets, but the people as well.
Yes.
And I think a lot of our viewers are going to be very passionate about helping this program. So if they are wanting to donate, what do they need to know?
So first, we're asking for no financial donations. We're only looking for the physical donations of the booties. We do encourage, if you are absolutely certain that you want to donate financially, we are going to redirect to the Arizona Humane Society. Coincidentally enough, you guys have a boutique where they can purchase booties, which is killing two birds with one stone. We love that. But we're going to ask that you donate to one of our 3 stations in Glendale, our main station that's downtown, one that's northern Glendale, that's going to be the Foothills Department, and then our southern station, which is going to be Gateway. And so there's going to be donation boxes in the main lobbies where people can just drop off the booties.
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. We cannot thank you enough, Caitlin, and all of your team at Glendale Police Department who do such life-saving work each and every day.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
We hope that you guys stay safe out there, and thank you so much for helping our community stay safe as well.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned because we're going to introduce you to this little one later on in the show. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, I just wonder how this little one got her name. Do you guys have any theories, ladies?
Oh my goodness, she is a little smudge, just absolutely adorable. As you can tell, she's related to the other ones you've seen on the show today. She's so wonderful. She, of course, is a kitten, so she's gonna need, you know, a cat tree, cat condo, some scratchers, some good toys. You're definitely gonna wanna kitten-proof your house, and we've got all of that info on our website. If you're kind of anxious about getting a kitten, but you want a kitten, we've got all the info there. And of course, she's gonna need her next series of shots, and that's where Denise comes in.
Yes, the Arizona Humane Society is committed to keeping pets in their homes. And we do that by offering low-cost veterinary services at our mobile vet clinic. Our next event is taking place on July 24th. So visit our website, azhumane.org/events to RSVP and to place a deposit to hold your appointment spot. The appointments fill up quickly, so act fast.
Absolutely, and access to veterinary care is such a huge issue, not just in our community, but throughout the country. So we're really working to help keep pets in homes, just like you mentioned. So thank you so much for that, Denise and Bree. And now I don't speak Spanish, but our next pup's name is an informal but affectionate way to say dog. Please tell us about Firulais, Janine. Hopefully I said that right.
I think you did pretty good. This little Chiquita she's a 2-year-old little Parsons Terrier mix. And she came in on owner surrender. They had too many pets in the home. And she lived with small dogs and large dogs. And she's really been super curious with all the dogs in the studio, more than the people. So I think she's a little on the shy side. She just needs some time to warm up to people, but she is calm. She's just on the shy side, but that's okay. It's just takes a little time to learn her new surroundings. And a great way that you can bond with your pet is through the end of July, we're having a special for dog training classes in homes and also in group classes as well. So it's 15% off, and because it is so hot outside, why not spend time learning what your dog needs from you and what you need from them? And bonding is a great way to have a more loving relationship. And you know, we just love our animals, but if they're a well-behaved animal, that's even better. So just go on azhumane.org/training and put in "Stay Cool" for your discount.
Absolutely, the human-animal bond is so important, and being able to learn those tricks can actually be life-saving as well. So thank you for that, Janine. And we have wonderful trainers at AHS. And at 24 pounds of pure handsomeness, it is a wonder how Hummus either slipped out of his previous home or was able to sustain his weight as a stray on the streets of Phoenix. Regardless of his previous circumstances, the 8-year-old brown tabby found himself in the care of the Arizona Humane Society in late June of this year as a sick stray in need of help. Now that he's all better, he's hoping to find a forever home to help him get to a good weight and live out his golden years. Those who know Hummus say he loves getting attention from people and prefers a quiet spot to sunbathe when he's not getting pets. You can meet this sweet bundle of love at our Papago Park campus or learn more at azhumane.org/adopt. And it's been a while since we've had guinea pigs on the show, and I just love them so much, and there's an extra special reason why we have one today. Please tell us about Stuart, Hannah.
That's right. This is Stuart. He's a 2-year-old guinea pig. He was an owner surrender that came through our animal assistance program. His owners just didn't have a lot of time for him, and in that home he lived with another guinea pig, but they were living separately, so they were not a bonded pair. He is now looking for his forever home. He's healthy. He is really full of personality. He's very wiggly. He loves to eat, so he's been munching away this whole time. His teeth are a bit overgrown, but that's just because of not having the proper care. But with the right diet and some chew toys, that should just resolve on its own. Like you heard earlier, just like bunnies, guinea pigs cannot make their own vitamin C, so they need a diet rich with vitamin C. And the reason why we have him here today is because this week, was National Guinea Pig Day. What better way to celebrate than adopting one of these sweet social pets? The Humane Society currently has 8 guinea pigs that are available for adoption, including a few bonded pairs. So if you're interested in having one of these cuties in your home, you can visit azhumane.org/adopt.
Oh my gosh, they are so cute, and I love when they do their little chirping noises.
Yeah.
It is adorable.
Super cute.
Oh my goodness, we just love our little piggies. Thank you so much for that, Hannah. And unfortunately, the heat is here to stay, and even more unfortunate, AHS continues to see cases of pets in heat distress, and this pet is no exception, Lisa.
Yes, this is 4-year-old Apollo, and yes, you're a good boy. And he's learning his name here with us, but he was a stray at the surrendered by some Good Samaritans to an emergency animal clinic. Just like the Glendale Police officers were just telling you, dogs cannot be walking out in the heat. That's exactly what happened to him. His feet were burned and he was dehydrated, had no owner around, so luckily somebody stopped for him, put him in their car, and took him into an emergency animal clinic. They treated him there for dehydration, and we treated a little bit for some burns on those paw pads. And he is ready for adoption now. He is 71 pounds. I'm calling him Labrador, Pitador, maybe a little pit bull Labrador kind of thing going on. 70 pounds, so you know what that means at the Humane Society. All of our big dogs are no adoption fee. But if you need more heat-related tips, if we didn't give you enough already today, go to our website, azhumane.org/nohotdogs. It'll give you tips on things you need to do. Walk your pets early in the morning, late at night, or maybe play with them in the shade in the backyard. Get a baby pool. There are other things than a walk, especially when the heat is like it is nowadays. So No Hot Dogs AZ on our website for more heat-related tips for our furry friends, and make sure to come down and adopt Apollo. His adoption fee will be waived.
Oh my goodness, and you know what? And he is the perfect lap dog. Look at that, absolutely. Any dog can be a lap dog. We proved it here, right here on Pets on Parade. Thank you, Lisa. And it's time to bust out your best evening wear, as this little one is definitely here to put on a show. We'll introduce you to Tex when we come back after the break. Welcome back to the show. Now, not only was it National Guinea Pig Day earlier this week, there was also another holiday that AHS absolutely loves to celebrate. Isn't that right, Denise?
Yes, it was National Hot Dog Day. Now you say, why does the Arizona Humane Society care so much about hot dogs? Well, last year we used 31,500 or about hot dogs creating enrichment treats for the dogs in our care. That's a lot of hot dogs. And we are always looking for donations. Visit our website, azhumane.org/wishlist. We are in need of other items too, not just hot dogs. This is Louie, and he is 11 weeks old. And you saw his sister earlier in the show. She was Charlie. He is very playful, and I'm holding hot dogs right now. He loves them. He spent time in a foster home with his sister, and the foster family said that he is really smart and he's very much into training. So when you do training, you need treats. So if you are interested in getting a very smart puppy, come on down, get Louie, and buy some hot dogs on the way home.
Oh my goodness, who doesn't love a good hot dog? I celebrate it by going to Costco. They have the best hot dogs in town. What can I say? Thank you for that, Denise. And there are so many ways to give back to the Arizona Humane Society to help little ones like this. Can you tell us about some of those amazing volunteer opportunities, Bree?
Oh my gosh, ones that we have that are really a great opportunity are for corporations or organizations to volunteer. You just reach out to us, we will get you set up if you're interested in making cat beds, if you're interested in making enrichment activities, just like Denise mentioned earlier. We've got Kongs to fill up, we've got toys to make. There's so many opportunities for your organization to do a team building activity and be able to get some volunteer time in and help the pets. It's absolutely wonderful. Little Tex here, he's dressed for any occasion. He's been purring the entire time I've had him in the studio today. Highly recommend you come down and see little sweet Tex.
My goodness, we are so in love with all of our kitties, and like we mentioned throughout the show, there are so many different ways that you can help us. We are especially in need of bottle baby fosters, but we want to give a huge shout out to the Glendale Police Department and Caitlin for joining us today to talk about their Pet Paw Relief program. It is absolutely wonderful to be able to help even more animals in our community, and we could not be more grateful for all of the wonderful work that they do to not only be able to help us people, but to make sure that our furry friends are cared for as well. And of course, the heat is definitely here, so make sure that you bring your pets indoors, keep them in a nice, cool environment, lots of shelter, lots of cool water, and if you see a pet in distress, calling your local police department to make sure that they are responding and making sure that we are able to get these pets in a healthy environment if they are in an unlawful situation. Of course, the Arizona Humane Society is always here for you every day as well. Thank you so much for allowing us to be able to save the lives of these animals. And thank you again to Glendale PD. We'll see you right here next week on another episode of Pets on Parade.